He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Broncos and the Bills, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bills in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. It's one of the most successful coaches of all time.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And he was terrific in the opener through 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it. He was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it, permitting that sack right out of the gate. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a return on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go off when they're off trying to get to the football, don't they?
Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Miles Sanders, first carry in the game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have the Bills 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. That swung out wide to Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Wilson. Wilson complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on third down. Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on the East. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Smith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To throw, it's Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have moved out in front. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Russell Wilson and the Broncos set for another offensive series. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and solo moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And it work his way across the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third and short, no play option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards and the first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mindset there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game for a first-half touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Allen. That's complete to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To the air, Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 22, Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Lots of look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A final shot before half for Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. check on one final.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches were near perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. After the sack on first down, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
What the fuck?
Taken in here by Patrick. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 83 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Wants to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Bills offense back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
To try again after the sack. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Allen now on 1st down. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Allen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they... get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver's offense now set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On third down, Wilson. This is Smith with a ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On the draw, here's Sanders. A beautiful fake. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Wilson. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And some room to roam now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Sanders will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
14 yards that time for number 14. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing is Wilson. And this one too low.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Wilson will throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the side.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Allen going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen again, able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.